Hello, folks. It's Rich 220, and well, I didn't get up underneath the car today because for some reason I done went inside, had something to eat, and just passed out. But there are a couple things that I am doing. You can see underneath there. I'm trying to get the front bumper off so I can replace it with that one over there. And I've done a little painting on the tires, and I've done some painting over here, which I have to go over again, but I'm trying to make it look a little bit better. I still have to make a battery tray. I started painting the oil bath thing because it started looking like so, you know. I've checked the clearance on the crank, and they're at like the first notch, so they're literally, there's enough clearance. I have to check all the bearings and make sure that they're not scarred or scuffed or worn down or frayed or cracked, towards the middle of the what is it, that the half part of the bearing, because there's two pieces. You got an upper piece which goes into the connecting rod, and then you got a lower piece that goes where the cap is. So that's what I got to work with on that. And then, Jesus, this car seems to be taking me forever to get this thing done. I also painted down in there in the gully because it was kind of looking a little worn out. So, and I still got to figure out this headliner. I think I'm going to have to wind up repainting this whole car over again. It's like, does it ever end? Will I ever be able to drive this thing? Or am I just going to sit here and constantly work on it until the day I die? It's getting a little annoying now. So I've done everything that could possibly be done to get this car to run. Sorry if my hair is a mess, but I really don't do much of combing my hair when I'm working out here on the car. Nobody could see me anyway. The only way they could see me is if they're looking into my driveway. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Seems like the car's got a bunch of ants all over it, and I don't understand why they're here, because there's no food in this car. So, I don't get that either. But in any event, I bought a couple of new rolls of carpet, and I have another thing of oil. So we got plenty of oil. Oh, there's the frickin' grinding wheel. And I'm kind of like more concerned with the outside right now. The inside is, it'll get done when it gets done. And I want to let this stuff dry before I go closing the hood, because otherwise it'll just pick pieces off where I painted. And I really don't want that. So I think I could close it, just not all the way. There we go. Yeah, so I got a lot to do with this car. I don't know how long this is going to take. I think it's already taken about a year and a half just to get it to this point. But we will get it running. Maybe not this year. It's not car show quality. There's a lot of things that got to be done yet. I got to get glass, front and rear. And this car I still got to work on yet too. I got to cut that out and size up another piece of metal and fix that shit. Then with this, I got to do the body work on it. I got to sand everything down, get all the paint off it. I'm probably going to wind up wire wheeling everything and get it all off and just start from scratch. The good thing about it is I sealed up this windshield years ago with it's like a tacky tar substance around the windshield. But I think I'm going to have to wind up taking these moldings off and redo that again, and then I'm going to have to clean these up in order to get it to look right. So, yep, I got my hands full and a lot of work to do yet. I just, for some reason I can't seem to get at it. I don't have the energy. I just don't have the... But I don't want to let that one sit for too long because, I've done all that work on it. But I'm not going to let it sit and forget about it. That's how most people forget about doing cars. That's not what I'm doing. Excuse me. But, yeah. Very little bit by little bit. I can see some of the dents now that Dee Dee Speed Shop was talking about. I see a couple of them in the door. I see one in the fender. I see a couple small ones in the front fender. So I got to get after that. I don't know if you can see it from here, but if you look underneath the front wheel well, there's a cover plate that's missing in there that I have to make another one of. So that way, water doesn't get up in there and start rotting everything out in the front. I got a couple of wires hanging, and I don't know where the heck they're coming from or what the heck they're to. They got to be probably to the starter. Let's see. Okay. What was I going to look at? Oh, yeah. Remember I told you guys that I actually fixed the cooling system on this? I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but I can't turn on a light either. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. There we go. See the coolant? It's been like that for over a week. And that's full. And there's nothing leaking. Not a drop. So the head gaskets took... that's about where we're at right now. I really... Like right now, I'm just sitting out here walking around. I'm sweating. I don't know if I'm coming down with something or what. But, yeah, I think that's about it, folks. Maybe next weekend I can get back on this. I don't know. We'll have to see. I have to still go down there and work on that other guy's car. So, his car takes priority over mine because he's trying to sell it. So, as far as this goes, it's a little bit at a time. Painstaking and annoying at times, too. So I got to get all that rust out from underneath that. This actually cleaned up pretty good with a wire wheel, but I have to do it again and put some wax on it to stop it from rusting. Let's see. These pieces are cleaned up top, but the under part, they need to have, the new fitting pieces in there in order to go on the car, like the 57 over there. I think they're the same size, but mine are fine. They're not dented or anything, so I'm not worried about it replacing them. All right, folks, I think that's going to do it. I'm sorry I didn't do another live, but, the analytics or whatever the heck it is, they get out of whack if you do too many videos. I know that. Plus, I don't have enough people really looking at my videos to begin with, so, I appreciate the ones that are watching me. Don't get me wrong at all, because that's not it. But it's just like, for some reason, I'm just not climbing. Not as fast as I would like, and for as long as I've been here, it should be a heck of a lot higher than it is. Alright, folks. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell for post notifications. Leave a comment down below, and we'll see you soon in the next one. Alright, bye.